Hello, hello, hello. And hello, everyone who watches us, our stream on different platforms from different parts of the world. We are on YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook, on LinkedIn. You can choose whatever is comfortable for you. And welcome, everyone, to this last for this year webinar of AI Hokusai ArtTech Research Project. And we are here today to speak about this year for our project in particular and AI plus art industry in general. We will see how we were experimenting with different AI tools, what were our challenges, and what were our discoveries. And we also have a chance to listen to some forecast for the next year and see how this section, how this AI and creativity mix is moving to technological future. So welcome everyone. You're free to ask us questions, to send us any comments or any suggestions. Very welcome. And today we have all our curators to speak about this year and the next year. Today we have our residence artists, and that is the great honor because actually their attitude to what we are doing in this residency was very professional, is very professional. And as you know, for more than 2 months already, we are working on preparation of the exhibition that we will present by the end of January. So we are very busy now, but we always have this pleasure to share with you our news and our progress. Okay, so I will start with a small presentation with several slides that will give us opportunity to memorize, to remember what is it, AI Hokusai project, and yes, let's do it. So we have our beautiful residency team. We have Alex from UK, we have Oksana from Ukraine, we have Rox and Carlos from Argentina, based in Germany now. We have Tomo from Japan, that is now in New York. We have Santiago from Argentina. We have Denise in France. We have Julio. And we have all the team that is on backstage, all our experts, tech specialists, architects, designers. And we have quite a big team that is not visible on our social networks, but I want to say special thank you to Maria and Ksenia, our coordinators and also PR and SMM specialists. Thank you, girls. You work really well. Special thanks to Alex, our graphic designer, to Denise, who is our website genius, and Leole, who is helping us always with our broadcasting. Thank you very much, colleagues. And here we have a beautiful team of those who are on stage, of those who are on the backstage. And I also want to say special thank you to our experts who are helping our project to grow, who are helping our artists to be more inspired and more professional. Maurice Benayoun, Andres Burbano, David Gunkel, Julien and Vincent from NADK, with whom we are working on this virtual environment now, together with Valentin, Elizabeth Markevich, Weidi Jung, Paul Racero Contreras, Denise Bilkevich, Eline Sagonskayers. Thank you very much, colleagues, for supporting our project and for helping us to grow. And okay, today we have the last webinar for this year, but we did a lot this year. First, we started our Art and AI residency, where we were speaking about the development of the industry itself, and we were like thinking what it will be, this residency, this laboratory. Then we were speaking about very important topics like monetization and collecting, about technologies and the architecture of virtual worlds. We were speaking about some practical issues related to work with AI tools, like it was in during the webinar with Wady when we were speaking about speculative assemblage, generative art, and experimental visualization. We were discussing topics like creation and curation of AI art. We were speaking about ethics and aesthetics of AI art. And I can say that on our social networks, it provoked a lot of conversations, and we are very happy because these conversations are very useful for the research that we are doing in parallel way with the the residency, the laboratory that we are finishing this year and starting the real production process from now and till the end of January, when we are presenting the virtual environment full of beautiful, beautiful art projects. We will speak about them today. Okay, so let us show us some images from the future environment that we are preparing, this virtual exhibition that will be really based on several technological platforms. And what we are doing now, we are mixing these platforms, we are mixing these technologies, we are really challenging our technical specialists to find solutions for all that we want to see during this exhibition. So this beautiful building, but not just this beautiful building, we have special structures for some special art projects. And we have 3 levels actually. And we will have lower gallery, garden level, and upper gallery. And here you can see the names of our artists and how they will be distributed in this space. And hopefully we will speak a little bit about the projects that artists are presenting during the final exhibition. But on purpose, I don't want to show images or any videos from these projects to keep you curious, to keep you interested to go to the exhibition when it will be published. Okay. And what is also interesting, that together with our colleagues, we are creating this space where each level, each floor, if I can say, will be with special lighting and special soundscapes, and it will be absolutely beautiful, believe me. So, as you know, we started this project from the beginning of this year, and now this year is coming to the end. So we are now on the stage of finishing the AI residency. We are finishing the public program of this year, but public program will be continued in January and February also. We still have beautiful and very exciting topics to speak about. We will invite international specialists in law related to AI art, to intellectual property topics. And we will also speak about AI art projects and objects in different industries, how they can be implemented. We also will speak about digital eternity and other topics. So we are not finishing the public program with this webinar of December. So by the end of January, we are planning to present our online exhibition to the wide international audience. And we continue to work on the report, Art and AI report, that will be published in February. And hopefully next step will be also to publish a book, real physical book, like books that we were reading when we were without telephones, mobile phones, and digital gadgets. And we also preparing several offline exhibitions, events, and educational program. So this will be the future steps of our project. And it is very interesting to see how this project was in the eyes of other curators. And I invite to the stage Evgeny Merman, artist and art educator, who is our energy and art curator, let's say. Evgeny, what can you say?
Wow.
about this year of our project, and how you feel it, how you see it, because you as an artist have this membrane that is like receiving these signals from past, from future, from now. Let us know, what do you feel?
Wow, and I have to sit and think about it just a minute. Just give it a minute to observe, to absorb everything you said about me. Uh, yeah. Well, guys, my fellow artists and colleagues, my comrades, I happy to see you here. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. The Hokusai whispering in my ear right now. The Holy Spirit. Yeah. Anyway, I'm just kidding. I just want to say I just found something that Hokusai was saying. Uh, Written. I don't know. That's what people say. I think it's very important to begin. And then Hokusai said, just listen to it carefully. From the age of 6, I had a passion for drawing. Okay? Only by the time I was 17, I had mastered the art. Interesting. Okay. Hokusai was a master of reinvention. You remember constantly changing his name for the whole his life to mark fresh start in I imagine to mark fresh start in his creative journey. So I would say the spirit of renewal is the heart of our project. Okay, is it? How is that sounds? I think that's if we can put it on a big screen. I think the renewal, because the AI, it came to us as something new, uh, as a renewal of the art scene, of the approach to the new technology, and finally to the art as well. Um, uh, and the artists who, guys, as we said before, you been chosen carefully. Like, we took you like a peer from the shelf, from out of the 400 artists who applied to be a part of this project. And it was a quite uh, we were given to it a quiet time to look carefully to each of you, and believe me, it was a hard decision, and lucky you. I mean, I think lucky you to be a part of it. uh, and and once again, the artist who's been chosen and participating in this project and exhibition, uh, I guess, are caring about toward Hokusai's legacy, uh, by creating works that merge your own and they own. I would say, I would apply to they, because maybe some other people watching it, to mm, to work that merge your own and artist's own unique media, as and it was done by on purpose to choose different artists from different media, as video art, digital art, sound also sound, uh, traditional printing, traditional art, which is also Hokusai was, not also, but which Hakusai was majoring, and a dance. My favorite dance. It's very interesting. Uh, on one hand, and Hakusai, as I said, on the other hand, and also uh, an AI, uh, with the possibility that offer AI, and through writing prompts and generating ideas and pushing the boundaries in your practice, uh, you have discovered as AI can be not just a tool. I was still are, still is a bit of skeptic about AI, but as as more I absorbing and seeing your works, I more convincing myself just so AI not just a tool, and it also can be a creative partner in your work. And very interesting. Just before our meeting, I think Dennis, no, I think Dennis was sending to me uh, an article about Murakami, a Japanese artist who was showing right now, I guess, in one of the gallery, not Waikiki, Gogosian, I guess, gallery. His huge project, which is also related to Japanese art, not Hokusai, but more Kuniyoshi and the circle of the artist. And but the was interesting about, he also used AI as a part of his work, and not just as a part of his work. It was something interesting done. I just mentioned it. He tried to restore, with the help of AI, restore the missing part of Kuniyashi works, and it's been successfully done, I guess. And he also placed it his own work, but that's what I want to say. AI can be also helpful in the term of restoration and restoration and kind of um, um, keep the legacy and giving it to it new life. So as I said, the collaboration. There's also there's a lot of skepticism about AI and art, and just recently, I guess 23,000 of artists sent a petition against AI, and that. But I think, and I more and more convinced, especially with development of our project, I'm more convinced. So this collaboration isn't about replacing the artist. Uh, it's about finding new ways to express our ideas, uh, challenge limits, and create something that wouldn't be possible alone. Um just artist with his own tools. I think with together with eyes with AI, uh, we explore themes of transformation and innovation. I think it's also related to kind of Zen-like philosophy that we can find on Hokusai's work. And yeah, as I said, I was carefully, I'm not showing up myself a lot, but I do follow you, and I do see your works, and I was really carefully observing your works and your creations, and it's really really fascinating how you get yourself into the subject, and how you starting to relate yourself uh, to Hokusai, which is part of you have been known him. Of course, everybody knows Hokusai, but I mean, have been known his art, and his has been experienced with his art. But part of you not, and I was really really surprised how you guys putting yourself into and devoting yourself into to the project, uh, and how you carry on with the project. And I'm really really looking forward to see your works into the space. And I uh, mm, yeah, with the guys are the Vincent and Julian, the team of the Parisian-based architects, they're amazing, and they built an amazing space for us. Space. Well, I hardly can say this space. It's kind of a temple, which we actually can use in the future, and not just for this project. We can some of your works and my works as well. Will stay there and be part of this amazing space museum, I can say. Um, to finalize it, as I said, I'm looking forward to see your work, and mm, by the in a month or so. Um, and it's nice, guys. You were showing our the possibility how to we can embrace both uh, traditional art and tradition and technology, uh, and it's inspired us to the future, to the future of AI, and to the future of the art, which is still unfolded. Uh, I guess it's still unfolded. There's a lot of things to say yet, not it have been not saying yet. Okay, so guys, thank you very much for your participation, for your gesture to be in the project. Yeah, we are really want to say hello. And Hokusai is still whispering in my ear. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, Evgeny. Thank you, Hokusai. Yeah, that's amazing to listen to both of you. And now
Yeah.
let's connect to this conversation our co-curator Vladimir, the technological genius of our project that is uh, here with us today. Vladimir, what can you say about this very fruitful and productive year that we have for now, and how?
Is Hokusai whispering into your ear as well, Vladimir?
Yeah, yeah, every time. So,
Oh, that's what I
and
want to
manga
hear.
book is like a table
That's
book
what
for
I
me.
want to hear. Okay, sorry.
No, all good. Vladimir, tell us more about your experience during this project. What was challenging for you, and how do you see the most important, what you consider the most important thing in the near future development of AI and work with artists?
Um, Thank you for all. First of all, thank you for all, guys. Thank you, Anna. Thank you, uh, Geni, our artist, our partners, and all our team, because um, it was a really important experience for me, and a lot of thoughts about future. And now I see a lot of issue which limited our creativity process when we try to connect AI tools, virtual reality, and really art process, exhibition, and all other stuff. But it give me hope about that our project help a lot of artists to really create immersive connection them with people who want to see them art in virtual reality and digital world. So I think that it is very important opportunity for all of us because it is about accessibility for people from all over the world. And I think that issue which we catch now in our project is very important questions and we can really prepare some, and we will prepare a special report for companies for different digital solutions to ask them develop some stuff for really art creativity process for AI and connecting real real art. And what about future? Really, um, I thought about it a lot, and for me, main questions for nearest future is first, what happened when AI can see, and now we see that it is really work. And for me, it's give a lot of questions. What happens when AI tools can see every my activities, and how they can help me, or how can they support my process, and how it change my everyday work process, and how we can collaborate with them. Because before we saw only textile communication, but I really um, thought that it is change all in our real time life, when AI can collaborate with us in real time. Um, so I think it's one of the important point for understand how we will live with it. And next important mm, topic for me is what about our digital twins? Because I have a lot of I had a lot of conversation with different artists and art-related people, and some of them really now work with virtual versions of themselves, and that can support them artistic process. And I think it's very interesting and very important topic that we not really want to use tools, but we want to create by tools our uh, version for support. I think it's really a lot of opportunities, but a lot of risks also. So these two topics which I want to um, give you for discussion also. Thank you.
Thank you, Vladimir. Yes, it is very interesting what you was telling, and I even make a note to prove to this skeptical audience that this technology has future, and we are
Yeah,
those volunteers and enthusiasts to
and
prove it. To show it.
I thought about some kind of next step of our project, because what we do
Mhm,
now, we really understand what we do. We have some lags, we understand what happened, we understand what we want, but thought about real digital twin of artists which created by themselves, and about AI which will um, uh, AI with eyes. I think it is a
mhm.
lot of questions, and we are now not ready to answer for them.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. You know that I got some information that for the moment it is more than 2,000 different AI tools for artists that exist, and we were experimenting just with a dozen of them during this project, but it is still a lot of space
It's
for
like an
discussion.
ocean, yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. And what is also interesting that artists are among the those group of people, those industries that are really experimenting with AI. Like the others are medicine, finance, marketing, logistics. But I think, and that is good news, that for art, it is the most tasty part. It is interesting. It is very curious process of getting to know new tool, and I think that we are lucky ones, as Evgeny was telling. Okay, now let's go to our residents and to listen to their voices. What do they think about this residency? What they learned during this residency, and what are their forecasts for the future? Because, as I always say, artists, they are like really person who can see the future, who can feel the future, and who can really expand the boundaries. Rox, Carlos, can you join us? Yes, Rox, Carlos, very happy to see you. Your project is amazing. So if you can tell a little bit about your project that you're presenting without any visuals, just to give an idea to the audience, I will appreciate it. And then about your experience in the residency, please.
Okay, thank you. Well, we are working with the images inspired in the images of water, of Hokusai's images of water, and we are trying to interpretate these images in a different way through the use of AI tools and also generative tools as Touch Designer. In this mix, we are creating this audiovisual piece. Carlos is in charge also of the music as a music producer. So we are we are having fun also with this project. There was a lot of research, and basically our piece will be a huge digital waterfall. And yeah, for us was great to be deeping into new tools, new AI tools for discovering new ways of represent these patterns, and also for making the sound of this piece. And I think this residency gave us that opportunity of doing this research and also learning from our colleagues too. They give us so much information, and it's beautiful also to see how everyone works in a different way, but we can all work together too. So it's nice. It's a great experience.
Yeah, thank you, Rox. Carlos, what was your feeling during the process? And yes, absolutely, this collaborative process when you were sharing together with your colleagues some discoveries related to instruments. It was very, very good. I was very happy to see this very friendly and professional atmosphere between you. Yeah, Carlos, tell us more about your project.
Well, it was really nice to experiment with AI tools for sound and to start mixing all that kind of experimental things with real synthesizers, and to see how it can live together. And for me, it's a whole new experience. I also do visuals with rocks, and we are really happy to see the results in the environment. Um, I really want to show you the pictures, but I know you want to keep in secret for now. But I think it will be something different, something new. I don't know.
Okay, so I have a question to both of you. Maybe if some developers of new AI tools are listening to us, what you really want, what is really missing, that would be great to have in your uh, pipeline, which instrument, or maybe mix of instruments, or maybe something that you're thinking, wow, that would be great if I don't know, just think about something and it created something on your screen. I don't know what could be your wish to the AI Santa.
It's interesting. I think what we found with the sound, but maybe, of course, maybe there's more tools that we don't know. So if everyone is watching and know about these new tools, maybe they can tell us too. But I think that we found that most of the AI tools for sound we were using were more like the probably all the database they have is coming more from the pop music, or so it was harder to try to create something like atmospheric or ambient music on that kind of styles, right? We try, but
Yes, but somehow with that kind of result, we try to take this and, how do you say, destroy that information and create something new based on that output. Um, so that was the idea, because we really want to make the thing. I don't We don't want to to keep with the only with the output of the AI. So we wanted to mix that and continue experimenting.
Mhm,
um, I don't know.
yes, I think most of the outputs we were like processing afterwards also.
mhm,
So because of this, we wanted maybe something more atmospheric and more ambient and or abstract sounds, and that was harder to get with the AI tools. So, but also because they are trained probably with that other type of music. So it will be interesting to have, for example, an AI tool for sound that is like purely experimental, like
ah,
trained on experimental pieces. Yeah.
mhm. Yeah, very interesting point. And I'm making my notes. Purely experimental. That's what is missing. Okay, cool. Okay, to continue the topic of sound and music, let's go to Julio. Thank you, guys. Rox
Thank you.
Carlos. Yeah, thank you very much.
Hi.
Hi, Julio.
Hey.
How are you?
Really good. Thank you. Nice
Our
to see you
sound
all.
is. Tell us more about your project, what it would be, how we can feel the atmosphere of your future project during the exhibition that we are preparing. And also I will ask you about your wishes to AI Santa, what is missing. And
Oh,
as far as
okay.
I see, the music AI tools, sound related AI tools, they are not so rich in solutions. What can you say?
First regarding the project, something that I like a lot of the image that we saw from Hokusai and from that particular era of Japan is that this ukiyo-e is called like the pictures of the floating world, which is
Mhm,
beautiful, and it's all of this. Most of the paintings or the work that we are analyzing is made by these woodblock prints. So in that way, I have always have as maybe as a sound artist or composer, I always have the I don't know, the approach of images that I miss in the sound. You know, sometimes when I see these ancient paintings or in a landscape or a battle or whatever, I always imagine like what it's beautiful how it is, but I would like to know how it sounds. So that's why my project for our exhibition is called the sounds of the floating world instead of the pictures of the floating world. So I try to imagine together with the AI how these woodblock prints will sound. How is this sonic world of Hokusai? And it's as Carlos and Rox are doing it. I try to blend my sounds or my knowledge of sound with AI generated sound, and that's been like the most interesting part for me. And also to be able to work 2 months intensively, like having this conversation with the machine, is really interesting. And what I did, and you will hear that is uh, it's not exactly what I will have done if it will be only based on composing in the studio, but with and as you guys say before, this collaboration between me and the AI, the process has been like this. It's been from visual. So I take some images of Hokusai and then feed them into the, for example, a chat GPT. So I feed them and ask them, what do you see in this image? So I go from visual to text. And then I've been really surprised by what the AI said about this image. Sometimes have some poetic view. They say, for example, I see this horse that have some celestial shape, and so when I get this description, I feed this as a prompt to create sound in another AI tool. So it's kind of working from visual to text, and then from text to sound, not to music. And that's been really, really interesting for me. And also it's been really interesting to see the interpretation of the text prompt to convert it into sound is weird. For example, if you ask them, how do you think it will sound this frog? The sound that the AI generate is it's never similar to a frog. So it's really, really interesting what you know, because I guess there's more is the I don't know, the prompt for music for sound, maybe it's more driven into making music, but not like individual sounds of creatures and yeah, and animals, or yeah, that. And well, that kind of that had been my process, and you will hear in the exhibition maybe 10 or 20 sounds that are. It's also interesting that the sounds are really short. It's gonna last for like 2 or 3 minutes, because it was recommended by the curatorial team. Because I always imagine a soundscape is something that you need time to get into it, but in the virtual world, 2 minutes is sometimes is a whole I don't know. It's a soundscape. Only 2 minutes. And what I will ask to Santa for to finish is that. I will ask them to open AI to different narratives, and then to the access, because I think that like techno diversity is a real thing. It's not the same how we perceive or the access that we have to tools in Europe. It's supposed that all of these tools are available for everyone, but I can not imagine that you know in many parts of the world the access through technology is so so easy, and as we have. So I would like to see that there is like the diversity of the people, and is taken into account into yeah, different narratives can be take at least a hint of what is going on with AI, so they can enter into this debate, whatever it is, if it's amazing or if it's ethical, or if we have to change this or there, but at least that many more voices can have an opinion on this theme.
Yeah, thank you, Julio. Thank you. Yeah, that is a really important issue that you're raising, that you're talking about the accessibility in different parts of the world and for the people with different languages. Okay, English is the language mostly speaking that a lot of people speaking around the world, but we still have beautiful little languages, beautiful little countries and places that also need to have access to this technology to make beautiful collaborative projects. And yeah, you are
Yeah,
absolutely right. Yeah.
totally.
Thank you, Julio.
Thank you,
And
guys.
It will be very beautiful project of yours that I already can see and listen, and it was absolutely lovely reggaeton
Yeah.
based on Hokusai visual world, and probably we can also share it one day on our social networks that
Oh
other
yes,
people
totally.
can enjoy it. Absolutely
Our
beautiful.
playlist. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Julio.
Thank you.
Okay, let's go to Alex. Alex, are you here now? Please join our conversation.
Hey, yeah,
Hello, Alex. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about your project. What was your experimentation and research? How your project related to Hokusai? How Hokusai provoked you to your artistic research? And your Christmas wish to AI Santa.
Uh, yeah, it's been a very satisfyingly intense couple of months. Having the opportunity to sort of explore this sort of cutting edge of technology and art, and especially through the lens of Hokusai, which has been a really interesting framing for it, because obviously within the he lived and worked within the Edo period in Japan, where Japan was largely cut off by choice from the rest of the world. Allowing this culture and this the politics of the country to evolve and be very sort of insular and develop into these very stylistic sort of ways that he documented, and his the interesting thing about his practice was that it was considered vulgar to draw pictures of the general people, of the people of the time, just because it got away from just ideas of beauty, and which is what the the people in the higher up classes were looking at. So this idea of the looking at the real world was really my jumping off point. And he did these multiple volumes of studies of characters, both real and made up in the manga series, unrelated to the sort of manga comics we know today. But so rather than using generative AI, I went to the sort of the other way. I was sort of like, well, how does AI see the world? How does AI categorize it? Because when we use these generative systems and we're saying, we want a picture of a celestial horse, or to use Julio's nice vision there, it's had to be fed in many pictures of that have been tagged with, this is a picture of a horse. These are things which we would term celestial. These are the things that end up in the end result, because they've been tagged and categorized by humans a lot of the time. Every time you do one of those captures where you have to say, where are the bikes, where are the, that's all free training for the AI systems. And so I looked at these AI algorithms that can take an image and segment it and say, this is a person, this is a car, this is there's about 30, 40 different categories of things that it's been trained on. And not only will it generate a bounding box around what it considers to be one of the subjects, but contemporary algorithms could actually trace around the outline, and which is pretty incredible, for considering where we were just a few years ago. So I've taken videos and fed them through the algorithm, extracted the parts that the algorithm has recognized, and got rid of everything else. So all of the background, all the contextualization is gone. And the result of this is how, with a bit of leeway, is how AI sees the world, what AI recognizes, and it gives us an insight into we've with other species, with other animal physiological studies, we can make sort of assumptions about how animals see the world, how non-human eyes see the world, but we can't see through those eyes. But we can see through the eye of AI, and we can see the world, and it's striking how it reduces information, like it takes all the complexity of a person and just calls it a person, and it has multiple people in the scene, and it doesn't really take into account all the nuances and subtleties and complexities of any communication that's going on there. They're just categorized. And so this kind of tension is really where I've sort of situated my my video piece, talking about how, kind of what this means for AI in terms of like how it sees the world, how it sees us. And I think there's a really interesting discussion, because I mean, a lot of people get really angry about AI and generative AI and the use of it. And I think this is because we're facing a absolute paradigm shift in terms of like, not just the tools that we use for creativity, but like that we are the sole species that are able to be creative. Like this, it's a very human-centric, a very human-orientated viewpoint, which I think probably does need to change, because we're when you're looking at the effects of climate change, and our place in the world, we have to take some fresh responsibility for our place in nature. We are not above it, we are part of it. So ironically, the things that I've been thinking about through this project, through the discussions, lots of discussions with ChatGPT about these things, is the maybe we need, it's challenging our human-centric focus, and maybe this will help us get past it. And this is not going to be an easy transition for a lot of people, and there will be a lot of negative pushback. But I think it raises some really interesting, fundamental, raises a fundamental mirror to ourselves in this contemporary time.
Yeah, absolutely. I really think that what you're telling about this mirror, about this exercise of dialogue with artificial intelligence, it is very, very useful exercise for every one of us, and for also for those skeptical part of the audience who are like blaming AI and everything. But it is just a technology that can give us like straight answers that sometimes you don't like, you don't think about this, and you don't think in this direction. And it is very interesting also point about the human-centered viewpoint that we need to change, that we need to start to think not only from our brain, but also to really to see us as a part of all the community, of all the multiple system of species that we have on our planet. Yeah, absolutely. Great considerations. And when you were working with generative AI instruments, what is missing for you? What do you feel as a lack of something? What is lacking?
Mm-hmm. I didn't. There was kind of nothing. I mean, there was so much that I got out of using the tools, like not the direct result, but the thinking around it, and its limitations, and its problems, and its and its issue, and the hyperbole around how companies, the way they present AI. Like there's so much to think about, and so much to like I don't think I didn't even get to the point where I was thinking like, oh, I wish it could do this, because there was so much to to do kind of already. I didn't really feel like I was missing anything at this point. I think because if it's it's like a lot of these technologies, if you really spend time with them and you really learn how to use them, there's so much depth to them that can be explored, and it's it's quite often that this idea that we always need the next thing and the next thing and the next thing is actually could be quite a limiting factor, because we're not really focused on what we've got right now. So I'm going to duck out of that question. I don't. Yeah, there's a lot already.
It's a lot already. Yeah, and I know that Evgeny want to add something to these points that we are placing here. Evgeny.
Yeah, I just was hearing Alex talking about AI, and it just came to me. I also been thinking about why a lot of creative people and in general people are scarce the kind of you know of AI development lately. I think that's Alex mentioned about the soul. I think it's a very important point. I think it's kind of the core of it, because when you come to the soul of artists, this is very important. I guess that's why when it was developed on the photography and Photoshop and other tools, was no soul, involved in it. And just now, when AI a kind of aim to be sort of our partner, our creative partner, and this kind of part of the soul, going to be involved, obviously, in this process. That's kind of scared us, because it's kind of creates almost a double. So I think that's why part of the art community sort of maybe not even known about it, the kind of afraid of it, because what's going to be when it's something like that stepped in and taken your role, or even with the whole the knowledge of the AI, all the algorithm, all the history which is inside, like in the Fifth Element, in the 5 minutes you swapping everything, and then you are more intelligent, don't have to go to the university and get a degree, and you're already intelligent enough to be, to create something. I think this is the general scare. It's kind of scare us, but it's going to be a challenge. We're going to see how we going to be stepping it, how we going to be part of it. And yeah, interesting. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Alex. Thank you, Evgeny, for your thoughts. It is very interesting to see it, to listen to it. And now let's go to Denise. Denise, please join us.
Yeah, Saint Denis from Paris.
Almost.
Hey everyone. Well,
Hey.
first of all, I would like to say that I'm really happy that our curators and our team are not AI, because thank you for the opportunity to be here.
For now.
Yes,
for now.
yes, exactly. So I'm really happy to be handpicked from such a big amount of people who wanted to participate here, and I still hope that this part of our kind of humanity show will still be relied on us. So I think that we are gathered here in a super team of artists and super team of curators, organizers, and people who are helping to architects and everyone else. And we don't know exactly the result, we will see. So basically, what I was doing, of course, talking with Hokusai. I'm connected with him, like everyone, and this is one of the things that would be interesting. I would start from the Santa point, from the end. What was the lack, basing on my experience of working with a lot of different AI tools? I worked with ChatGPT, worked with generative image tools like Flax, Midjourney, and others. I worked with video generative tools, with music generative tools, and everywhere. The hardest point is the interface, because now we need to speak with AI and tell specifically what we want. And what would be awesome is an interface where we can discuss like with a human, where I can not rewrite the whole prompt, but just look at the result and say, hey, we need to kind of move this car a little bit around, push this camera back, and re-render that. And this will be the result. And moreover, it will be awesome to connect their Hokusai. So for example, we would have the digital twins of everyone, and I would say, hey, AI, can you kind of connect here Hokusai so he could check it out, whether I'm doing right or wrong. So have some advices from him. Well, this is the idea just about the AI tools, but what I was particularly working on, and well, what my thoughts about that is that mainly it's fun, but I don't think that I was working mostly with AI. I think that mostly I was focused on feelings of humans, and I was interested in that because I found the topic, demons and monsters. I'm working on horrible stories from Hokusai's series about, well, some scary folk stories. And what was interesting is that when I was reading the stories, I understood that the world kind of didn't change at all. The only change is, well, he was printing books and we are now reading books on our laptops or something like that. But everything else is absolutely the same. And that's exactly my point in my videos that I'm creating, is that humans are still absolutely the same. The problems that they have and the problems that I'm kind of visualizing in my AI dramatic noir shorts is love, betrayal, loneliness, and, well, the problems are the same. The stories are the same. The stories of their life are the same. And the feelings that Hokusai had, I think, while he was working, it's absolutely the same that we have right now. And it doesn't really matter which tools you use, whether it's AI or something like that, or it's printable books or other stuff, or it's even your human assistance. So it doesn't really matter. So the main thing in art is the emotions. And while we lead this, I think we will be on top. So one more thing that I discovered, if we focus on back to technology, if we're talking about AI, well, I had a lot of different conversations and a lot of different feedback about AI, about artists working with AI. And there is, of course, a lot of controversy here. There is a lot of people who stand against AI, totally against AI. There are some people who are standing against AI because AI is kind of not fair because of the global corporations who are stealing artists' works. There are people who are kind of okay with AI, and there are people who are obsessed with AI, and there are people who are just afraid of AI because it will steal our jobs or something like that. Well, getting back to Santa, I would say like that. What I want from AI as an artist is free of charge use. if big corporations use our work, me particularly like an artist, to train these huge models and etc., and if everyone is telling that this is not fair, that huge corporations are stealing from artists, well, of course, world is not fair. You cannot make it fair, but you can try to balance it a little bit. So why not to give to us artists all these tools for free? Why not? This is my what would I ask to Santa? If you're stealing from us, give us these tools for free. They're awesome. Okay, we're okay if you kind of take our work, but give us tools back for free.
Yeah, absolutely. I absolutely can sign this petition.
Let's sign a petition to take this, give back, balance a little bit it for free. Because, well, this is of course a joke, but there was a scandal right now, a huge kind of with a Sora, because they gave an opportunity to work for some artists for free, and some of them leaked the model, and they immediately stopped all the artists of using Sora. And it was kind of strange. There was a lot of people thinking like, this is good or bad. If it is, well, how to live in the world where privacy and security, it's changed because, well, how these global corporations stole all these works. They didn't come to your home. They didn't take anything. It's just scratched from the web. So the question of your ownership, it's totally different. It's totally changed. So in some way, maybe it will be balanced with some, I don't know, payments, like on X platform, they're paying for your participation on the platform. Maybe it will be balanced with free of charge using of this technology. So something like that, I don't know. But that would be awesome if we as an artist could sign a petition to get all the tools for free.
Yeah. Thank you, Denise, for raising this question. Yes, absolutely, and we will continue to speak about intellectual property, about ownership, and about how to deal with it, and how to deal with big tech companies in order to have this digital justice. We will continue this conversation in January, and yes, absolutely, I completely agree with you. And now I have several law specialists, a intellectual property specialists from different parts of the world, to see what they can suggest as a solution to have some digital constitution on the usage of images created with AI, to see where it is still property of the artist, of an artist, and where it is something that can be of use for wide audience. We will continue this conversation, but now let's go to listen to Oksana. Oksana is here with us, one of our
Yes.
students. Hi, Oksana.
Hello.
Yeah, very happy to see you. And for our audience, Oksana is the person who really works with her hands, and those images that you will see during the final exhibition, they have physical, physical original that then will be digitalized to be included to the virtual exhibition. Oksana, tell us more about your project. What was your dialogue with Hokusai, with his legacy, and what was your way to experiment with AI tools? That I think that it was quite new for you to experiment with some AI instruments. Tell us more, please.
Yes. During this period, I discovered more about Hokusai art, about Japanese art, and about how to combine it with AI. And I tried to make models with Hokusai art and my. And for me, it's like I feel like child who play with some new toys, and uh, I make a lot characters in AI and try to make in real life. Already I have 5 painting on paper, 90 or 90 centimeters. It's really important for me. It's fill materials and fills this work in real life, but also interesting how to make these sketches for real work. I try to make with ChatGPT some stories, which and them to make images of these stories. Yes.
You were experimenting with these generative AI tools, and what is missing for you? What you wish to have? Maybe interface was not comfortable. Maybe you want something that will help you with prompts. What you want?
I think it will be really interesting when AI can translate exactly the image what I have in my hands in my brain, exactly which all details, but it's a little scared.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like to transform your dream, your thought, your imagination to digital image, right?
Yes,
I
but
think that
sometimes when I have some images in my head, but when I try to write in a Word for generate these images, I sometimes something lost, but in another method will be better.
yeah, maybe in this your wish, we need to collaborate with some neural specialists who can connect some sensors to our brain to transform our visions inside our brain in our imagination to digital image. Okay, let's think about it. Let's think about
Yeah,
it.
it's
I
good.
think that it can be useful not only for artists but also for curators, because we have so many ideas about the exhibition. We want to see this, that, but we also need this tool that you're mentioning. Yeah. Thank you, Oksana. And now let's go to Santiago Tosares. As far as he's also experimenting with converting imagination to digital images and sometimes even distracting it.
Hi.
Hi, Santiago.
Well, yes, yes. That's the main idea of my new framework, or the framework which I'm working this year, and I think it will continue next year. Because what I can say about the residency, it's like it opens it opened my mind a lot and changed a lot my ideas about how we can work and how we can collaborate with machine. um, Particularly in my case, I use the idea, or the spirit. I think I was touched by the spirit of Hokusai, as Evgeny said uh, at first, when I try to discover a kind of legacy and study his legacy on arts, and how we can mix it with, in my case, with my legacy, or my idea of legacy, and with AI. So everything started talking with ChatGPT, and I started asking them about what's legacy, and how can it be translated into a kind of formula. And then I mixed that for I really love that formula, because it combines a kind of dynamic element and static elements to play with time. And I think time is my main exploration, or my main concept, related to chaos. In my opinion, time is chaos, and chaos is time. So I discover with, or ChatGPT, by the way, discover a kind of trinity, which is composed about with a main point as time, and that main point it's made by two elements, nature and humanity. So I built a project which is divided into three parts, where the first one is humility, which reflects about humanity related into modesty or humility as a kind of emotion or an human factor. And the second one, it's admiralty, which reflects about astonishment related with how Hokusai saw the nature, but not only the nature in a kind of normal way. What I really loved was like how he captures the time, in this case the present, and in my opinion is one of the most difficult things to do, because we all know about the, or we imagine about the future, we all know about the past, but we don't pay attention about the present because it's really fast, it's ephemeral. So I mix both of them, and then I start playing, or I'm doing that bit uh, on a kind of emotion detector, which is a kind of emotional mirror which connects the humans with the machines and reflects how the machine saw or sees the emotion, or how the human is feeling through machine learning. So I think there is a, and that piece reflects on time, because emotions talks about past, talks about who we were, who we are, and who we will be. So was a really nice big project, because I have the opportunity to mix a lot of tools, which I really loved. I never used a few of them, like 3D AI tools, which I really love because are stunning. And also start learning about machine learning and how AI can works there. I try to make it the most in the say it in the most simple way.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you, Santiago. And what is missing? You were experimenting with so many tools, and are you still feeling? Do you feel that it is still something missing? Maybe you want also some fantastic mega tool that will combine all those instruments that you're using now, or what you wish and what you can ask from AI Santa.
Okay. My main ask is like we should start leaving the reality behind regarding AI, because I think like the main or the global corporations right now that are putting all the efforts to make the models like the, represent the reality in the most real way, and I think okay, that's okay, but we don't need something to replace what we can do. I think that we need something which can empower us with what we do. So, in my opinion, those corporations, or what I want is like to see more experimental tools, and not only tools that represent reality in a really good way, which it's awesome, but we are talking about art here and not about only production or content production. So we need to play, we need to try to develop new things, and for that we need a kind of more open tools. That's why in my case I mostly work with Comfy, because it's where I can play more, and also touch designer. But it was really happy if I will be really happy if one day I see a kind of tool which democratize the experimental part of AI, not only regarding a few models which we know. But I got one more thing here. and is in this case, I have the opportunity to start experimenting with training my own models, which was
Mhm.
crazy, a little bit hard, but really awesome because it's really funny to see how you are creating a kind of brain there. So I wish that it will be more open source or more easy, or a kind of platform where you can play there only with training models and training data, because sometimes the most difficult part is try to bring all that data together without kind of break any copyright law, because it's that's really hard. There are a few pages where you can download some content, but it's not the content that you want to train the model.
Mhm.
It's a
Yeah.
little big ask, but it could be really awesome.
Yeah, that is very interesting that several of you are speaking about democratizing the access to AI tools, and also mixing different AI tools, and also speaking about intellectual property, and also speaking about freedom of experimentation. Because yes, sometimes the results that we are getting with AI instruments, they are too predictable. They are too like trained on the existing content, yeah. I think that we are moving on the right direction, speaking about these topics, and like bringing these discoveries to be said, to be announced, to be pronounced, to be visible. Yeah, thank you, Santiago, very much. And
Thanks
I
a lot.
really invite all the audience to continue to follow our artists. You can see their websites in the comments on the in the social networks, and to continue to follow our artists, and to know more about their further projects, and support them. And now we go to Tomo, the artist in our residence, who is a performer, who is the wonderful experimentator with her own body, and also newcomer, new experimentator with the AI tools. Tomo, um, tell us a little bit about your project, how it was related to Hokusai legacy, and what was your challenges and discoveries during this experimentation with generative AI.
Yeah. Hello. I'm choreographer, so I'm a very beginner to work with AI. But so this period, I'm searching a lot, technically, socially, ethically, about AI, and I'm trying a lot. And what I'm doing is creating a video installation with my body, and mixing with AI generated video. So I filmed myself performing in the studio, and I'm generating with AI video to video or image to video, and I'm mixing everything and trying to make some expression of my work. And yeah, I'm looking for the joy to collaborate with AI and Hokusai. And but on the other hand, I want to always remember and remind viewers about the fear of AI. Still, I feel fear. Collaborate with AI, so I don't want to forget this feeling in my work. And with Hokusai, yeah, in the talk with Hokusai, I'm taking the concept of his respect for the nature, living in the nature. It's I think this feeling is very familiar for me as a Japanese. And I think this is a very important feeling. So I take this concept, and also color Prussian blue, Hokusai used, or Hokusai manga's dance images. And yeah, wave, great wave, forest, butterfly. I found butterfly image in his drawing, painting. So I'm collaborating with Hokusai and AI in this way. And yeah, what I'm doing is trying to collaborate with AI, body AI generated, AI created. And I think I want to look for the relationship between my body and the body AI created. And it doesn't need to be same, but I want to have some relation between us. And yeah, so I think it's also connected to the idea of AI Santa. I want a bit the tool to know a bit more like temperature of dance expression, or like body language. And it's yeah, or we talked about soul, emotion. It's on the other hand, I feel fear. If I have a tool which knows my body temperature as expression, but yeah, I want to explore this more in my work also, and I want to question this with the viewers.
Yeah, Tomo, thank you very much. It is very interesting that you're speaking about feelings, that you're speaking about fear, that you're speaking about body and the relations between body and technology. It is very interesting perspective, and I think that really through your project, we are bringing this. These feelings, this experimentation, also to invite our audience to feel what you feel, and also to question yourself. Is it something that provokes like this feeling of fear or curiosity or mix of feelings? And it is very interesting for us as curators um, to have all this palette of feelings related to experimentation with this technology. Yes, because I think that through these different feelings, we can really understand the meaning of this digital transformation, not only with our brain, but also with our body, because we are still humans and we have these combination of comprehension of the world. Thank you, Tomo, and we are looking forward to continue production and to see your beautiful project within the, as Evgeny said, temple of AI Hokusai that we are creating together with our colleagues. And now we have a special video from one of our experts, one of the mentors of our project, Elizabeth Markevich. And I will ask my colleagues to put this video on the screen. And let's listen till the end of this video to learn something more about how Elizabeth, as a curator, as a person that works a lot with video art, uses AI in her everyday activities. Yes, let's please put the video.
We did witness in 2024 a silent revolution. Artificial intelligence has transformed from a technological experiment to a profound artistic collaborator, rewriting the very language of creative expression. At the epicenter of this transformation stands probably Refik Anadol, an artist who doesn't just create art but reimagines reality itself. His upcoming Dataland Museum in Los Angeles isn't just a building, it's a manifesto, a living, breathing testament to the symbiosis of human imagination and machine intelligence, another event happening very quickly and making Anadol the youngest artist to build his own museum. Platforms like Midjourney or DALL-E are no longer simple image generators. They are sophisticated creative partners that translate complex human ideas into visual symphonies. Artists are no longer just using these tools, they're engaging in a dynamic dialogue with AI. What once seemed like science fiction is now reality. Take the AI video software Runway's collaboration with a major Hollywood studio, the first public partnership between a generative AI startup and the film industry. This isn't just a technological milestone, it's a seismic shift in how we create visual storytelling, transforming every stage from the initial concept to the final edit. Within the economy, the AI art market has already surged to $3.2 billion, with projections suggesting it could expand to an extraordinary $40 billion in less than 10 years. This isn't just growth, this is a revolution. And in 2025, AI will likely enable real-time, immersive art experiences that dynamically respond to viewer emotions and environmental contexts, blurring the lines between creation, interaction, and perception. The pace of change is truly breathtaking. Consider also the democratization of creativity. Technologies that were once accessible only to elite professionals are now in the hands of anyone with a vision. But with this technological renaissance comes, of course, profound philosophical questions. Who is the true creator when an algorithm generates art? Is it the programmer who designed the algorithm, the artist who guides the process, or the machine that generates the unexpected? Augmented reality, non-fungible tokens, and personalized design aren't just technologies. They are new languages of artistic expression, breaking down the traditional barriers between creator and creation. This is not about machines replacing artists. This is about machines empowering artists to explore uncharted creative territories, to see beyond what was previously possible. The future of art is not artificial, it is collaborative. Last but not least, you have been listening to my AI avatar, a new tool for communication I have been using for the past 6 months on my social media platforms. Thank you.
In her AI avatar and her social networks to spread the ideas that she's working on, to spread the projects she's working on. And probably you can also do the same if you think that it is, if it will be useful for your promotion. And we have one more video from one of our experts, and we have almost Santa here, and it is the video from Denis Bilkevich. Let's watch it.
It was a great privilege for me to spend the last 2 months with you, looking at your progress, at your commitments, at your devoted work towards this comprehensive and maybe a bit complicated project. I believe that the outcomes from AI Hokusai are clear to you. You've received a new tool. You mastered your skills in working with another tool in your life. So not the last one, maybe the most advanced at the moment, I mean AI, but not the last one for sure. There will be another tools, and that will require your attention as real artists. I believe that the top outcome from your participation should be that the main tool that an artist has remains the same. It's your talent, it's your skills, and it's your willing to work, to commit to the world art history. And AI is just a tech addition that could simplify, that could mislead, that, but for sure that should be mastered. And yes, congratulations with your finishing this online residence, and congratulations that in the very end you're still human. That's the biggest attitude and the biggest privilege that a person can ever have. Thank you, and see you in both physical and virtual worlds. Bye. And Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Yeah, thank you, Denise, thank you, and very Merry Christmas from all our experts and mentors and partners and colleagues. And really, we have this wonderful feeling that we are finishing this year very satisfied with what we have done. And very inspired for the exhibition that we are preparing, for the report and book that we are preparing, and also video documentary that we are working on. And I wish a lot of energy to our production team, to our artist residents, and I invite all the audience to follow us and to go to see the exhibition that we are preparing. And now I will pass my abstract microphone to my colleague, to Evgeny, to tell us some beautiful words for the future. Thank you, Evgeny.
Some good news. Yeah, thank you very much to everyone who was participating, and to my colleagues and to my fellows artists. Yeah, it's been quite intensive few months. And yeah, what? Hokusai is still whispering into my ear. Yeah, I want to show you something like that. Hokusai just asked me to show you. This is a Hokusai's manga, from the Hokusai's manga, a green maze. All right, I think I make your day. And guys, have a nice holidays, and Merry Christmas to all of us. And even who's not celebrating it, it's still a big day. To all of us, and Happy New Year, and we'll see you if not in this year, next year for sure. Yeah, we're not quite done yet. Okay, so thank you very much again, guys, and see you soon. Yeah. What? No. Okay.